February 11th, 2010. We're going to do the second half of the mix. Start with the NBA. Last night, the Cavaliers lost again, giving them a 26-game consecutive losing streak. That ties the all-time high consecutive losing streak by any of the four major sports at the moment, with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who lost 26 consecutive games in a row back in 1976 to 77. Unfortunately, I think the Cavaliers are going to go on a 27-game losing streak. They're facing the LA Clippers on Friday night at 7:30. So, unfortunately for the Cavaliers, you are going to probably obtain the highest consecutive losing streak in all four major sports at the moment. But they do have a chance of breaking it Sunday against the Washington. It'll be a good game, hopefully, for the Cavaliers. Hopefully, somehow they get out of this slump. They win that game on Sunday night. Good for them. Let's go over to MLB. Yesterday I talked about it. Albert Pujols and his $300 million 10-year deal. The Cardinals and him haven't negotiated anything yet. It seems not like it's going to be going anywhere. It's unfortunate that Pujols hasn't backed down yet. He says if he starts spring training with the Cardinals, that the negotiations are over and they don't talk about him again until the offseason, if there are any. And he says if the Cardinals are going to trade him, he's going to veto it and no trades are going to be allowed and he's going to become a free agent. It's unfortunate. I thought Pujols was probably a better guy. Hopefully he is. Hopefully he's just standing firm and trying to get his $300 million 10-year deal done. If he is, good for him. Hopefully he comes down from his high horse, as I like to call it, and hopefully he does go for lesser money so the Cardinals could keep him and he could stay with them, which I know each individual wants. Now back to the NBA for tonight's game with the Celtics and the Lakers. It's going to be an awesome game to watch. Watching the Celtics and the Lakers always are. But how important is this game really going to be, especially for the Lakers? If the Lakers lose, what does it mean? Do they need to acquire Carmelo Anthony? Do they really need to go after him and get rid of Bynum? Or should they stick with Bynum? I don't think this one game's going to settle it. I think what it's going to take is the next 4 games. The Lakers are about to go on a 4-game road trip. They're going against the Celtics tonight on Thursday. They're going against the Knicks on Friday. On Sunday, they'll go against Orlando Magic. And then after that game, they go against the Charlotte Bobcats, which for some reason the Bobcats give them a tough time. If they lose 3 of those 4 games, or maybe even if they lose all 4, let's say, does that mean that they need Carmelo? Or are they going to stick with Bynum? The trouble with this is the Spurs at the moment, who are 44-8. Any team that goes 44-8 at the beginning of the season always go to the finals and usually wins the title. That's what it has been in the past. But if they get Carmelo Anthony, that means the Lakers will probably turn their luck and they'll probably go to the finals themselves. The only problem with getting Carmelo Anthony is if you get to the finals, but then you go against Celtics, there's a size difference and you need Bynum back. That's been going to be the problem for the Lakers. I think what they need to do is just go with Bynum, alright? If you go ahead and stick with him, and you can get out of the Western Conference, which you probably got a better chance of beating the Spurs than you do the Celtics, alright? The Celtics are going to give you one heck of a hard time in the finals if you see them. So, go ahead, stick with Bynum, see what happens. Let Carmelo probably go to the Knicks, which he'll probably go to anyways. I don't think this Lakers deal is going to get done. And see what happens for you Lakers, and we'll see how you guys do. I believe you probably get to the finals anyways. The Spurs might give you a hard time, but just trust Bynum for now, see what happens, and if you guys and the Lakers are against each other in the finals, it'll be a great finals to watch. The deal with Carmelo and the Lakers aren't going to get done anyways. Right now, the owners of the Lakers want to save that money that they would have to spend on Carmelo Anthony. It ranges around $50 million if they were to get Carmelo Anthony and trade him for Bynum. So the owners are probably going to go ahead, stick with Bynum, hopefully that he comes through, and hopefully the Lakers get to the finals without having to get Carmelo Anthony. So that's how important it is for them. With that, if Carmelo Anthony is traded into the Knicks, it'll be great for the Knicks, but it won't be great until next year probably. Unfortunately, the Knicks aren't going to do that good of a job, and with Carmelo, they're not going to be able to give enough time to bond together and form a great team, alliance with each other and figure out how to get to the top and get to the finals. But the trade deadline for Carmelo Anthony is February 24th. We're going to have to see what happens. We'll see if he goes. He did mention that he would possibly sign the 3-year extension with the Denver Nuggets if he doesn't get traded. So the Denver Nuggets are probably thinking big time that they're going to go ahead and they might not trade him, but we'll see what happens. With tonight's game, with the Celtics and the Lakers, it's going to be different from the one 2 weeks ago. Daniels is obviously out. We know what happened to him with his bruised spine. And then you got Shaq out. And then Paul Pierce had the flu, I guess, or has the flu, and he missed practice yesterday. So this game is going to be like the last Celtics and Lakers game. I still believe the Celtics are going to win this. The Lakers still have the problems that they're having with trying to beat teams that are great. They haven't beaten a great road team all season. So until they do, the Lakers, you're not going to be favored in any road game until you win one. So with that, my pick's going to be for the Celtics tonight. We'll see how that goes. But that's not the most exciting part of the game. The most exciting part of the game with the Celtics is going to be Ray Allen's three-point record. He is 1 shot from tying, 2 shots from breaking Reggie Miller's record back from when he set it from 1987 to 2005. He played for 18 years. He's made 2,563 three-point field goals. He attempted it 6,486 times in those 18 years. Ray Allen right now has 2,559 out of 6,425. Ray Allen started back in 96 to now. It's been 15 years. The key to this is that Allen's going to do it. He's going to break it, obviously. You know he is. And he's going to do it in less attempts, which makes Ray Allen the best three-point shooter of all time. And he's going to do it with the Celtics. Even though he's played for the Milwaukee and he played for Seattle at one point, it's still going to be under the Celtics when he broke the record. Now the next question is, how high is he going to set the bar? And if there is, who's going to be the next guy to come and try and break the record? I don't know who that would be, but I'm excited that Ray Allen's about to break this record. NBA records don't get broken every single day anymore. The guys like Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, even Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan have set high records and high expectations for the future MVPs of the NBA to come. So, congratulations to Ray Allen. Hopefully tonight he gets the job done, and it'll be a great game to watch. Tonight, you got the Lakers and the Celtics, 8 p.m. on TNT. After that, you get to see the Mavericks against the Nuggets right after the Lakers-Celtics game on TNT. It'll be 2 great games to watch tonight. Watch them. Should be awesome. And that concludes the second half of the mix. Again, email me at themix1000@yahoo.com for any questions, suggestions, replies, anything you guys want answered, and I'll get to them as much as I can with tomorrow's segment.